Hey you! Yes, you! Are you confused by the vast range of items and builds and don't know what to build? Then you are in the right place because this is the only physical attack item guide which you need to watch to get a better idea of what the items do and what heroes you should play with or against. Hi guys, Kazuki here, and in this video we're gonna discuss all the physical attack items, how to use them and where to use them, so that next time you pick that physical attacker, you should have no problems. So the first item on our list is Bloodlust EG. Its attributes are 70 physical attack and 10% cooldown reduction. The passive of this item is quite simple. It gives you plus 20% spell vamp, which is an attribute to regenerate HP according to skill damage. Bloodlust EG is used whenever you need that extra bit of sustain and your hero's main damage source is based on skills. Bloodlust EG is a perfect fit for heroes Alpha, Paquito, Khalid and more. The next item we are going to take a look into is the Hunter Strike. Its attributes are 80 physical attacks and a 10% cooldown reduction. It also has a unique attribute which gives it 15% physical penetration. Its passive is called Retribution. It deals damage to an enemy hero or creep 5 times in a row to increase movement speed by 50% and decays rapidly over 3 seconds. This effect has an 8-second cooldown. Hunter Strike is an item often used by heroes who are lacking or may need more of the item attributes or might need some more penetration.
Now that's a lot of damage!
Hunter Strike is also paired with different items to enjoy different benefits. For example, pair Hunter Strike with the Blade of Epes to enjoy more penetration. Pair Hunter Strike with Warx and Bloodlust EG to enjoy 30% cooldown reduction along with all the benefits they provide. The passive that comes with the Hunter Strike is also extremely helpful in skirmishes and pickoffs where you can go in and out of the situation. Hunter Strike is always used with heroes like Alpha, Alucard, Lapu Lapu and Martis. Who 1 can trigger its passive more often, 2 can take all the advantages its passive grants. Up next is the Blade of Epes. Blade of Epes grants plus 70 physical attack and 250 HP. The unique passive of Blade of Epes is called Ambush. If no damage is dealt or taken from enemy heroes within 5 seconds, the next basic attack deals extra physical damage and slows the target. Blade of Epes is often used with the heroes who deal a lot of damage with basic attacks. Blade of Epes goes along perfectly with items like Endless Battle as the passive from both the items take. What is its passive? Just wait for a bit, you will get to know. The perfect heroes who use Blade of Epes are heroes Aldous, Yin, Hilda, Argus and many more heroes. Next we have our classic item Blade of Despair. Blade of Despair grants 160% physical attack and 5% movement speed. Its passive is called Despair. When attacking enemies that have less than 50% of their HP, you will receive an additional 25% boost in physical attack for 2 seconds. Blade of Despair is the item with the highest physical attack, so it is such an item which can be used with almost everyone who deals physical damage. Blade of Despair can fit into all the critical damage builds that you see as it scales with the physical damage. Some example of heroes who can use Blade of Despair are Brody, Hayabusa, Freya and many more. Comment down below the remaining heroes and flex your game knowledge. Next is the Great Dragon Spear. The attributes are plus 70 physical attack, plus 10% cooldown reduction, plus 20% crit chance. The passive is called Supreme Warrior. After using an ultimate, gain a 15% movement speed boost for 7.5 seconds. This effect has a 15-second cooldown. Great Dragon Spear, since its release, has been a staple in all the crit chance builds as it offers that sweet 20% crit chance. It also, like Hunter Strike, is a really good item that can be used in skirmishes and pickoffs. The heroes who can benefit the most from the Great Dragon Spear are Irithel, Zilong, Bruno and Olus, who can go nuts with the crit chance and can greatly benefit from the movement speed boost. Zilong's and Irithel's ultimate lasts for 7.5 seconds and Great Dragon Spear movement speed boost lasts 7.5 seconds. which makes them an even more perfect fit for each other. Next, we have Windtoer. Windtoer basic attributes are plus 40% attack speed, plus 20 movement speed, plus 10% crit chance. Its passive is called Typhoon. After every 5 to 2 seconds, depending on the level, the next basic attack will hit up to 3 enemy units with 150 to 362 magic damage. This attack can critically strike and the damage increases to 200% against minions. Another passive is called Activate. Whenever a Typhoon is cast, the caster's movement speed increases by 5% for a short duration. Windtoer has always been a well-known item whenever the player decided to go the crit chance route that also need a bit of attack speed to keep up. Windtoer is almost used every time whenever you play a crit chance marksman. This is a perfect fit for almost all marksmen and heroes like Argus, Roger and Zilong who rely on basic attacks to deal more damage. Next is Endless Battle. Endless Battle offers plus 65 physical attack, plus 250 HP, plus 10% cooldown reduction, plus 8% hybrid lifesteal, plus 5% movement speed, plus 5% mana regen. Its unique passive is called Divine Justice. After using a skill, the next basic attack within 3 seconds deals an additional 60% of the physical attack as true damage. This effect has a cooldown of 1.5 seconds. Another of its passive called Chase Fate. Triggering Divine Justice grants 10% extra movement speed. Endless Battle has many use cases, let's just have a small glance over them. Endless Battle is paired well with the heroes who deal damage with the combination of both basic attack and skills, as you can trigger its passive more often. It is also used for amount of attributes as it almost covers all the bases that a hero might need. The Endless Battle is often used with heroes like Clint, Freya, Brody, Alucard and many more. Next we have Circus Fury. Circus Fury grants plus 65 physical attack and plus 25% crit chance. The passive is called Doom. When a critical strike occurs, you will receive an additional 5% physical attack boost for 2 seconds. As you can see in the comparison, the extra 5% physical damage feels a lot. Examples of suitable heroes are Argus, Natalia and Leslie. Circus Fury is almost always used in every crit chance build as it grants plus 25% crit chance. The heroes that pair well with Windtoer also pair well with Circus Fury. As they are often used together, there are the cases where you don't use Windtoer, but it depends on the situation you are in. Next up, we have Hclo. Hclo offers you plus 30 physical attack, plus 20% attack speed, plus 20% crit chance. Its unique attributes offer plus 25% lifesteal. Its unique passive, Frenzy. When you land a critical strike, you will gain an additional 20% attack speed for 2 seconds. This item benefits heroes who rely on basic attacks as the main source of damage and heroes who are building crit chance. Hclo along with Windtoer and Circus Fury are the items that are built together in crit chance build. It is a perfect fit for heroes such as Argus, Olus, Ling and 95% of the marksmen. Next is the Malefic Roar. Malefic Roar grants plus 60 physical attack and its passive is called Armor Buster, pretty fitting if you ask me. When attacking an enemy, gain 0.125% additional physical penetration for every point of the enemy's physical defense, up to the maximum of 40%. As you can see, the physical penetration is 0%. We certainly have some now. This is one of the few items which is essential for almost every damaged build, but still these are the heroes who you should always make this with. Next is Warx. Warx provides plus 550 HP, plus 40 physical attack, plus 10% cooldown reduction. The passive is Fighting Spirit. Upon dealing damage to any enemy unit, the hero will enter a battle stance. This stance increases the hero's physical attack by 9 and physical penetration by 3 every second for 3 seconds. The maximum number of stacks that can be obtained is 6. At full stacks, the hero also gains a 15% increase in movement speed. But the marksman, mages and support only receive 50% of these staked effects. That's why this item should only be used by tanks, fighter and assassins. Warx is one of the items that is very flexible and can be brought for many different reasons. You can buy it with items like Hunter Strike and Bloodlust X, which will give you a high penetration, high cooldown reduction, and high physical attack. Its passive also stacks well with Bloodlust X, as you can sustain more and deal more damage as its passive scales with the damage dealt. The heroes who greatly benefit from using Warx are Lapu Lapu, Yuzong, and Ruby, as they can sustain a lot, which makes it easier for them to trigger its passive. Up next, we have Wind of Nature. Its attributes are plus 30 physical attack, plus 20% attack speed, plus 10% lifesteal. Passive is called Wind Chant. You are invulnerable to any physical damage for the last 2 seconds. Duration becomes half when used by someone who is not a marksman. Wind of Nature is one of the few survival items in the game that is brought by marksmen. This item can be used by all marksmen whenever you feel the need to survive. Next is Golden Staff, and its attributes are plus 55 physical attack, plus 15% attack speed. It has 2 passive abilities. The first one is called Swift. Prevents critical chance increases. For every 1% increase in critical chance, the attack speed will increase by 1%. The other one is called Endless Strike, which increases the attack speed of the next basic attack by 100% and triggers its effects an extra 2 times after every 2 non-critical basic attacks. As complicated as it sounds, it just means that it will increase your attack only if you don't do crit damage, and is often used along with Corrin Sidethe and Demon Hunter Sword with the Trinity build. The heroes fit for using Golden Staff are Hanzo, Hanabi, Badang, Sun, Kerry, and even Nathan. Next on the list is Corrin Sidethe, and it offers plus 30 physical attack, plus 35% attack speed, plus 5% movement speed. It also has 2 passive. The first one is Corrosive. Each time a basic attack deals damage, it gains an additional 80 physical damage and reduces the target's movement speed by 8% for 1.5 seconds. The effect stacks up to 5 times. Keep in mind that it is halved for ranged basic attacks. The other one is called Impulse. When each basic attack deals damage to enemies, increases attack speed by 6%, stacks up to 5 times, lasts for around 3 seconds. As you know from before, this also is the part of the Trinity build. These are some examples of the heroes who use this item: Argus, Kerry, Thamuz, and most of the marksmen. And finally, we have a Demon Hunter Sword. Demon Hunter Sword offers plus 35 physical attack, plus 25% attack speed. The passive is called Devour. Basic attack deals additional physical damage equal to 8% of the target's current HP, up to a maximum of 60 against creeps and minions. This means the tankier the enemies are, the more damage you will do. Also, each basic attack grants 3% lifesteal for 3 seconds. Take up to 5 times. It is good with Golden Staff and Corrin Sidethe to increase attack speed and also unleash powerful damage. It can also be used to melt down tanks thanks to its passive. Examples of suitable heroes are Argus, Badang, Hanzo, and of course Claude. So that should be all the physical attack items. Which items do you want me to cover next? Did you understand all the above items? Comment down all your thoughts and opinion below. So that will be all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Keep supporting Kazuki Official.